Hey everybody, welcome back to the Beauport Revisited. Now, a lot of the fans were watching our original Beauport Prove It and were saying that they wanted to see what happened when the wind came from behind the easel, which makes a lot of sense. You know, the easel is balanced in a certain way that it might affect it differently if the wind's coming from another direction. So what we're going to do is do a part 2 of the Beauport Easel, see what happens when the wind comes from behind, if it still stays as stable, and see if we can try to prove it. Now let's go behind the scenes of the Beauport Easel and see what happens when we get the wind adjusted, hitting it from behind. You might remember my biggest fan, and she's here to help me today to test the easel. I've got my little wind measuring device again to test the speed, and we're gonna get started. So our first test is coming in between 6 and 8 miles an hour. Easel's stable, not going anywhere. Our canvas isn't flying off, so we're gonna take it up another notch and see how it goes. All right, now we're measuring between 8 and 10 miles an hour. And again, the easel's staying still. The canvas is holding its own, it's not blowing off. Let's go all the way to the top. All right, we're coming in between 10 and 12 miles an hour now. And again, the easel's staying perfectly solid. What I want to do is I want to look at the other side while the wind is blowing to see how it would affect me while I was painting. From this angle, we still have our fan on full blast. Everything's still perfectly fine and usable. The easel's still being very resilient. Again, this is quite a windy day, so I don't know if I would be outside in this condition, but it's nice to know that if I was, the easel's not blowing anywhere. Let's bring this outdoors and see how it does in an outdoor situation. Okay, so we're ready for our field test. We've got our easel set up on very uneven ground. We've got the wind coming from behind it. We're trying to set up a worst case scenario, as it were. And we're gonna put the wind on full blast and see how it does. Let's give it a shot. Alright, so we got our wind blowing between 10 and 12 miles per hour. It's coming at us strong in a downward wind, trying to tilt the easel over, trying to push it over, but it's not. Dare I say, it's like a rock. No worries, no problems. Beauport Easel, I think we just proved it. We'll see you again next time.
Hey Mike, the insurance company said no.
Why?